Cotman, Crawford, and the Jersey Guy podcast.
Hey everybody, Kenny Cotman.
Lewis Crawford.
And I'm Tom Ramage, the Jersey Guy.
Hello. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
All right, everybody.
What's going on?
Everything good?
We're good? We're going?
Excellent. So now we're live tonight, hopefully.
Hopefully
that it did it. I hope everybody can hear us.
Yeah.
So this is our first time doing it. Because the first
Podcast.
time we had to, right? Video cast, right? Video podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. But hopefully now, everybody can hear us now, and we should be good to go.
Yeah.
So first shout out, second shot. First one was kind of foobar.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Oh, happy
hopefully it
birthday to
goes
my
good.
wife, Tanya, by
Yes.
the way.
Happy birthday, Tanya.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Tanya.
Yeah, for sure. For shizzle and nizzle. So everybody's good. Everything's groovy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
Our listeners, Tom, you're going to have to read the whoever.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the
We'll see what happens.
live feed.
We should get like one or
If
two.
anybody's
It's
still
like-
awake right now.
There's like,
watching
right? There's like a 30-minute delay on it, though.
No 30-minute.
Not
30
30 seconds. 30-minute delay.
30
That means
minutes.
it wouldn't even be on now.
What was in
30
your
minutes.
shit? Jesus Christmas.
Well, actually,
Now that you mention it. Yeah.
now
Now
that
that
you
you mentioned it, I
Yeah.
mention it, you know.
Yeah. Have fun with it, bro. Enjoy your shit, son. It's all good. So everything's groovy. So what is our topic tonight, Sir Lewis?
So I was thinking, common decency.
Common decency.
Common decency.
Well, most
Been seeing a
people
lot
lack.
of crazy shit lately, man.
A lot of dumb shit.
People being totally rude and inconsiderate for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, sons of motherfucking bitches.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just,
Some of
It
a
is.
bitch. Yeah. So go ahead, give us a
Shit,
first example.
For instance, like you're walking out of a door or something. Usually I'm the kind of person that even if I walk out of a door and I see somebody who was getting there and I try to get back there to go,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Go
Like,
catch, I'm sorry, my fault. Grab
right.
the door.
And then that's a kind way of saying, hey, listen, I'm sorry.
Right.
I would have got that if I would have been paying attention or whatever it might have been. And that person usually appreciates that because if they see that, at least they're happy with
Yeah.
that. Not that
Oh, thank you.
It's not expected, but it's
Right.
nice when someone does that, right?
Exactly.
Or just holds a door for you.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Or you hold it for them and they don't say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, right. Well, of course, you have to say that.
Yeah,
you have to
then-
say you're welcome because it's necessary.
Well, let them know if they don't say thank you, then.
Oh, absolutely. You
they're
tell
saying,
them. Yeah, no,
hold
you're
the door
welcome.
for- Yeah, you're welcome. You fuck.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stupid shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Calm down, bro.
No, man. Like, fuck you, kill me. What you got? You got one?
Got anything? The driving is another thing. The driving's
Tom
crazy.
Tom
I
doesn't
have
care.
seen
Doesn't
some of
whatever.
the craziest driving in my life.
Yeah. So
People are just totally like off the hook, doing shit that I would never thought in my life, even attempting
yeah.
to do.
Well, you know
There's
what
no
they say
way.
that's from? They said that it's leftover COVID shit. So they just
Whatever,
say,
man.
listen,
Please.
listen, Linda, listen.
What do you mean?
What had happened was that they're saying
What
that because people
happened?
weren't driving for so long, really weren't going anywhere.
Right.
That now getting back in behind the car, behind the wheel, that now they're just running through and doing all kind of crazy shit because they forgot how to drive.
No, bullshit. That's
I'm just
nobody
saying.
forgets how to drive, bro.
Yo, they need a fucking excuse for something,
No,
bro. They
no.
need a reason to say,
sorry.
"Oh, I did."
They
it
didn't know how to
because
drive before
No.
COVID.
No, I'm saying, dude, the other
you know
day
what
I
I'm
tried
saying?
I tried to go into
was-
the
it
next
was-
lane.
yeah.
Right.
And I looked, I did all my normal stuff.
Yeah.
God to go in there, and next thing you know, there's this car. I'm halfway in the lane already.
Right.
Now I have to pull back into the another lane because I
Right.
see him out of my side.
'Cause you
And
sit
then-
in your blind
And
side.
now I have a car in front of me in the middle lane.
Right.
Now I got to hit the brakes at the same time.
Right.
Like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I was not.
Yeah. No, I'm
It's
with
crazy.
you, bro. You heard. You
I was
remember
like,
my
really?
show?
What
Listen,
the hell?
You know my shit. Yeah, driving lessons from Keny.
People-
Y'all can go back and check that one
That's
out. 'Cause
just,
I'm with you, bro. Yeah.
I mean, and it was like, on my way to work, it was like 6:30,
Mm-hmm.
6, whatever, in
Yeah.
the middle of my drive. or
Right,
something.
right. Yeah,
It's just, it's
I'm
crazy.
with you, bro.
People
Like
are
same
just
thing.
totally.
Well, they're saying the driving. So, like me coming out here today, there's a guy. He's sitting on. And I'm saying 4 18-wheelers. He's sitting at the tail end, left side, driver's side of an 18-wheeler.
Right.
18-wheeler can barely see. 18-wheeler's moving. He needs to move over, but this guy's sitting right there. So now the 18-wheeler slows down. This guy slows down with the 18-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
So now the 18-wheeler can't even move over because this crackhead is sitting in the way. But he doesn't get it to move out of the way to either speed up back up and move over.
Let the truck
let
do
the truck
his thing.
over. Yeah,
Because they shouldn't be driving in the left lane anyway.
exactly. You're not supposed to be unless you're passing, and if you're in that lane, and
Especially the trucks.
right, they can't see you.
Right.
They have more blind spots, and they're further away from where you would be in the mirror. Yeah,
Just in case people, there are signs on the back of the trucks that
Yeah.
do tell you
yeah,
where and where not to turn
yeah.
Yeah, it says
when
like
following a vehicle.
and they have like little things, right? That, they like make little jokes out of, right? Like one says like, I remember seeing one that said like, on the left side said like El Paso, and the right side said El Cruncho.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, you had to, because, but then still people don't pay no fucking attention.
no.
Yeah, but you're right. Common courtesy. People that are crossing the street. I understand pedestrians are supposed to go across the street. I get that.
You
but
just don't dart out in the middle of
Well, no, you don't dart out, but you don't take 5 fucking minutes to cross the street like you're looking at me.
Unless, of course, you're an old elderly person.
No.
And then you get out of the car and you help
No,
them
but
across the
also
street.
common courtesy when driving. Okay, here's one of them that drives me crazy. You see someone and they're driving slow, and you see they're like looking,
Yeah.
like they're trying to find.
Yeah,
a
they're on
house.
a- Right.
but like
They're a
pull
tourist right
over.
now. They're on a-
pull over.
Yeah,
pull over.
go somewhere else.
Like don't in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Or like someone driving in the left lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we just said. We were saying.
Yeah.
And
You
the
know,
thing,
like that.
if it sucks,
Just
you get in,
move
get in-
over, man. Just
Yeah.
go back in the right lane.
That's it.
You could pass again. It's all right. It's all right.
That's it.
There's
You
no
can get back
rules.
in. Merge.
Right.
Merge. It's not that serious.
Right.
And no, and not for nothing. I don't know if
it's
people remember
unpredict-
this shit. To get off the highway is on the right.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times.
Right.
I think only
Yeah.
like bigger
Every
cities. that
once
it's
in
on
a
the
while,
left.
there. Yeah, but
it's in the bigger
Parkway, I
cities.
see the
Yeah,
Augusta
Parkway.
Parkway.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like just. Yeah, I know, but I said you guys know me and my.
Yeah, I know.
driving.
It's just,
so, you know.
I just think, and just the way people are in stores, or you see the deliberate people just deliberately walking into. I saw the Apple. I think it might have been the one in Nanuet. I'm not sure. It looked just like it, unless they all are cookie cutters and they all look the same. So
Yeah,
just saying.
pretty much.
This guy was walking around the whole store, pulling every phone and tablet out of the
The holder.
kiosk,
Oh.
popping the wires and everything, and stealing what he had a mask over his face.
Oh,
switch
that's
up,
what it was.
the whole
He
thing.
was stealing
He was
shit.
stealing shit right in front of everybody, blatantly.
Yeah.
Doing it in front of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really?
Yeah. So technically,
So that's allowed now? You can do
no,
that?
you're not allowed to do anything.
But this is what my thing is. It's just an entitlement. It's like, oh, well, you know what? Probably their attitude is something to the effect, well, this company has a lot of money anyway. And what are they going to miss out?
Well, no,
or
you're thinking too
that's-
much. No,
You know,
it's
like,
just more on the lines of I'm just gonna take this shit.
yeah,
and
because
sell
I
it.
feel entitled. Right.
Okay,
Well,
you're
it's that one
entitled
too.
to that. You're gonna call it. I'm
Well,
just-
you know what it is? Like they really, who's going to stop them?
Right. So when you're a security guard, you're not
can't
allowed to
stop
stop
them.
them.
You're
like
not
that.
allowed to stop them, no.
Exactly. So that's why when you hear and see all these stories, that the security guard got his ass kicked, shot, or whatever, and there's a whole big suit.
Or like a situation with there was a grocery store, a certain grocery store in Brooklyn, and they
Why
were
gotta be Brooklyn, bro?
It's Brooklyn.
just
Of course, it's always
Flatbush.
Brooklyn.
It was in Flatbush.
Oh, Flatbush.
And that guy was stealing, and they tackled the guy, and the guy fucking had a heart attack. The guy that they tackled for
Yeah.
stealing.
See.
And they
Yeah.
had to fire a bunch of people and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
because like,
sucks.
what's the first rule they tell you? You cannot touch them.
Yeah. You're not
Period.
supposed to.
I think they have to wait until if that. So let's say that same person. Now, you might know this. I work for Target. They have to rack up a certain amount of money before they're actually apprehended.
Yeah.
Or it's considered like what grand
Grand
larceny?
larceny.
Is that
So,
right?
No, not that I remember.
That's the way I do it. Like if they went over a certain limit.
right. So
Right,
it's a
and
felony.
once right, and then they
Right,
would
yeah,
just, and then now they can actually, if they seen the store, they can pick them. Like if they
Yeah.
have identified them, and be like, yeah, now the cops can come in
Yeah.
because Target always had that
Well, they have to,
that
like,
room with the metal
Yeah,
chair and
if
the
they like to
floor.
catch
the guys
them,
that
yeah.
work, loss prevention, they have to see the person take it, and they can't like take their eyes off them the entire time, because if they take their eyes off them, they're not even supposed to stop the person, because technically the person could have ditched it. If the person if
Right.
the person like took something and concealed it, like they're not allowed to. You have to have eyes on them the entire time it's concealed, otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I know
Right,
that.
right.
I
This
said, I
like,
don't think there's
It's
a
like
number though.
lawsuit. Yeah,
I don't think there's a number on when you can and or can't touch them. Like you're not supposed to touch them at all.
No.
That's the whole thing. You're not supposed
No,
to
you
touch them.
can't. You can't touch them.
Right. So then it doesn't matter if they walk out the store with 10 grand worth of shit, because they got people
Yeah,
that go
but,
to
no,
like
but it
Lowe's
does
and they're
matter, because
sneaking
at
things
some
driving
point,
up
no,
the
it does matter, because at some point, when they do get identified, it's going to happen, because they're going to get
Right.
caught. when they do, and they have that much already on there, and they finally apprehend them, and they take them to court and everything, it's not going to be a slap on the wrist. It's going to be a bad night or day for them, period.
We're talking about the security guards, not if they get caught when they leave, because there's video cameras all over, but you can't turn around and just go and, like the security guard. So if you're a security guard at Target,
you can't touch them.
You can't touch them. So they can get in the car, you can take their license plate down, and there's, the cameras and everything that's catching them. The police have to go and get them.
That's what I was saying.
Right, but I'm saying that still that we can't, so you can't stop them.
But I'm saying, but you can. Technically you are, because now they're getting caught by, there's a law. Eventually you get caught. Now you have that racked up. You had $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
Yeah.
You go in front of a judge, you owe all this money. You're going to jail.
Yeah, they just,
But you know what, though? Most of those, they're smart. They're not even going to, you can't even get their license plate because they don't park.
Right, they don't park,
They don't want to be near the camera.
Right,
They'll park in the parking lot next to...
Right, but here's the problem. That's what, you see these things where, okay, well, maybe he parked his car in this parking lot. They're going to think of that and go, let's see if we can get the camera from all the places around here to see if we can pick them up, because they're going to do that.
Right.
At some point, you would think they would. I know I would if I was a cop. I'd be
now you're good.
Every freaking store, I'd be in. I want to see your video.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's insane, bro. It's freaking ridiculous.
It's crazy. And I think they hit. What's the one up on Monroe? Not Monroe, but
Commons.
The Commons. Thank you. They showed. I think it was one of the shoe stores was getting lifted. They were like a bunch of people ran in. It was like a bunch of people ran in, all dressed with the same thing on, covered heads, like sweatsuits, and throwing shit in their bags. Fuck! I swear to God.
What was it, like one of those things where the flash,
like a flash mob.
Yeah, it was but it was a flash rob mob.
Yeah,
flash mob, like fucking loot.
A rob mob.
They've been doing.
It was a rob mob.
Shit is, bro.
Right, exactly.
You haven't seen that before, Tom. Look at Tom. Like,
you said, you know what I'm saying.
Hysterical.
You haven't seen that. I'm surprised you're on.
Fucking like,
you're on social media all day. You just see that.
They all fucking take like 2 items.
Exactly what it is.
They're loading in bed. They're loading stuff in their bags. It's not 2 items.
So they're going in. Yeah, they get like fucking 50 people. They look at him, bro. He's hilarious. What the hell did you smoke?
I know, man.
He's
Holy
in his
jeez.
shit. We gotta catch up.
Actually, it's called the raspberry parfait.
Yeah, sativa. Just in case you know.
If you want to know what
that is funny, man. But yeah,
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, we'll take a few of what you're having, bro.
Right.
No shit. That is
so funny.
Funny, Tom. All right, pick another one.
I'm just kind of.
No, saying you were going right. You were saying through things that.
So they get caught. They're going to go to jail, right? And just to blend. Like I think about when we were growing up. Like I remember, like if you walked into the house with a hat on in my house,
right? You got to take it off.
Take your hat off,
right?
And I'm like, okay. My father said it to me every fucking time.
Right.
If your coat was on in the house, if someone came to my house and a kid or one of my friends or whatever, he'd be like, "You got somewhere to go?" He's like, "Yeah, no, take your coat off. You stay in and you leave it."
Right,
like
exactly,
that kind of
yeah.
thing. That's what they would say to you,
right.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
so it's just like and now I think the hat thing comes from the military, because you're not allowed to wear your hat inside except for in the Marine Corps.
But if
I'm not mistaken, I could look that up though.
Part of it has to do with that, but the actual reason is because back in the day, before there were cars,
that's right.
Everything was dirt road. You know, I mean, there was cobblestones in big cities, but everything was dirt road.
Right.
So people all wore hats. Everyone wore a hat to keep dust out of their hair. Mm-hmm. So if you had that dusty ass hat in the house, it was like considered disrespectful.
Right.
It's like wearing like muddy shoes in the house.
And wasn't it the same thing because there was no toilets, so people used to throw the waste out of the thing, and used to keep the. So I think it was all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That makes sense.
And that's why the military, they do it too, but they just keep doing it, you know.
Right.
Because that's
what it was.
The rule. Yeah.
So I'm listening to you guys.
Okay, yeah.
You guys,
I don't know if
did the
he's
research
fact
to find
checking.
it.
He's like,
Yeah, I know
fucking guys. I don't think Tom's bullshitting us.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's a common courtesy. Take off
Take your hat,
put your hat off. So some cultures take off your shoes when you walk in the house.
Yeah.
Right, that is true.
You know,
I've had friends like that when you walked in the house, you had to
I
take
know
your shoes
that's
off.
very. I know in the Asian cultures that's huge, but
Listen.
but also like American people do it too. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, some people.
My wife makes us do that shit at the house.
We,
Like, oh my God, what the fuck?
You know,
yeah.
we're like we don't wear shoes in the house, but if we have company, I don't enforce it.
Yeah, right,
We'll
right.
just
yeah.
vacuum up after.
Right.
Yeah,
or some
exactly.
shit, you
That's
know
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at. She's like, "You gotta take off your shoes." I'm like,
I don't really enforce it. Like, you know what it is? Like, I have. If you come into our house, we got the shoe rack and everything. So most people, if they see it, they ask.
Right.
And I usually just say, we don't. You know, if you want.
Yeah,
mine,
you
you
know,
can.
yeah.
Most people.
Okay,
take
here
them
we go.
off, though,
Did you wear
know.
dirty socks? Then
Yeah.
A Marine only wears his or her hat or cover hat inside if he is armed. The Marine will wear his cover outdoors at all times, and a Marine only salutes when covered.
Really?
Yeah. So he has to be wearing his hat when he
Wait,
salutes
so inside when only? Keep the hat on when?
when armed.
Oh, okay. So if they're like, if they're in,
If
Security.
they're an MP or whatever.
Right.
yeah, they're an MP
yeah,
or yeah.
Okay. All right.
So-
okay.
Yeah. I remember they may have changed it through the years for different things, but I think it's normally the same through, some things may have changed, but that was one of them too.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
the
yeah,
Marines,
he's right as well.
We
So
have to ask Samantha and Justin.
yeah.
'Cause
Well,
they-
I know Army
So
does.
they
They don't
only-
wear it. They have
only
to take
wear
it
if
off when they
they're-
go
they
in.
only have- Yeah, they have to leave them on if they're armed because that means
Right.
they're
It probably the
if they're
same-
armed, that means they're going to be maybe using them.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same for the Army, but that's probably, it could be.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all doing it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still, but whatever, there was a way you held the door for somebody, yes sir, no sir, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You just, it was the way you talk to people.
Yeah,
Now
just
people just
exactly
don't know
right.
how to even communicate, even when something stupid happens, or if it's a little misunderstanding or like an accident or something, whatever it might be, people flying off the fucking handle,
Yeah.
losing
There's
their
no.
minds.
Yeah.
To an extreme that's unnecessary.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I
gotten
mean?
to the point where it's just crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I watch a bunch of these. Yeah, I know you guys don't watch this.
Yeah,
the same way, but
that's why I don't
the
watch
reality
those things,
shows,
because
I'm
it just, for
what
me, it's
the
like,
fuck? Yeah, dude, there was one that I saw, and this guy, just because he said the guy in front of him was brake checking him. The guy wasn't. You couldn't see. He was in a truck, so you couldn't even see in front of the truck in front of him.
Right.
And he had, of course, everybody's got the dash cams and shit now. And long piece of that show short. Dude jumps out of his car, and as the truck in front of him is trying to make a left turn, he's just like pop, 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 just unloading,
Shooting the truck.
at the truck in front of him. And I don't even think that he even hit the truck. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Must have been
Wow.
a stormtrooper.
that's amazing. But that's scary, though. Isn't that scary to know that it's almost like society is like slowly unraveling, like people are just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to do what? Oh, you're breaking me? Pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, is that where we're at now?
Well,
Okay, I didn't know that.
But people aren't
It's like
taking
the Wild West.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Wow,
but
it's
nobody's
Wild
taking. Nobody's taking. Nobody's paying attention to what they've done.
Right.
You're not taking accountability for what
That's the
they've
thing.
done.
No accountability.
None. Like, I don't know.
Right.
What did
It's
you do
all
this?
me. It's all about me.
Right. You mean you didn't hold the door for me?
Right, yeah.
What the fuck you mean you didn't hold the door
Right.
for me? Like, what are you doing? I said, and again, going back to the car, you're tailgating. Am I tailgating? You're not even doing the speed limit. And or you slow down so that then now I am right there by your ass. The speed limit is 40.
And you're in the
down to
left lane.
30. You're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fault that you slowed down. Like, get out of the fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, just like that. I said,
Right.
people holding the door. Oh, you're at the store. You're in the aisle. I hate this shit, man. You're in the aisle. And you are walking up the aisle, and people are just standing in the middle of the aisle looking at the shelf. Stand to one side and look
Right, and
across
let
the
people
aisle.
get by. I never
it's
got
like-
that either.
Yeah, like, just
But see,
get
I
over
just,
a bit.
being at work and what I used to do, I would just like, I'm on a mission. So I kind of just go.
Right.
And I kind of force, politely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because I got to go somewhere. I'm not going to stand here and wait
Yeah,
for you to move.
right.
So they have no other choice but to,
Right,
9
yeah.
times out of 10.
And then
or
they
you
look at
kind of
you
go,
like it's your
and then
fault.
you go around them, right? Yeah. Like,
Like it's your fault.
And you're like, good morning.
Yeah, come on, man.
Give the excuse me.
Right, yeah. That's what I do. I'm like, excuse me. And so Jessica, she'll stay there and let the people do whatever. I'm like, go. And she's like, they're looking. I'm like, excuse me. And they
Right.
look at me like, oh,
You're
I'm
in the
sorry.
store
And they're
too.
like,
You're allowed to buy
yeah,
things
you
and
don't
walk
fucking
around.
Stand there, like,
Right.
get out the fucking way. move. It's not that serious. Yeah.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
All right,
Bitch.
yeah,
Get
you go,
out the
Luda.
way.
I don't want to say Ludacris, then he'll pop up right here. Commercial. But yeah, and it's again, like you said, Lou, common courtesy.
Yeah.
Common
If
courtesy.
if my kids, if my mother knew or I did any shit like that we saw now, forget it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, my friends used to get beaten for stupid shit. Could you imagine if they actually did, like, and I'm not saying like they were anything like this,
Right.
not even close, but
Right.
for that time, right? But think about it now. Think about our time doing stupid shit like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Acting up. You're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just being rude.
Right.
Don't be rude, man. I don't know. I don't even, we can't even sit and say, oh, it's because of this, because of that. I can make a joke
I
and
just
say
feel
because
like-
of COVID, the driving and shit. You could blame and say whatever about social media and whatever, but
Right.
people, I think the one excuse is entitlement. People just feel entitled now. Like, you just do it for me because I'm standing here and
Right.
I don't see not a motherfucking light glowing from the
Right,
sky
because
on you.
it's the attitude is it's all about me.
Right.
I have something to do. I need to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Not to care about or worry about anybody else around you.
Right.
Without any,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought at all.
Repercussions. No
Right.
repercussions.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
that's just not going to, it's going to finally come to a head at some point where they're going to get on this shit. You would think, right? And be like, all right, enough.
Yeah.
Because I think what people should do, and I've done this before, where you see a vehicle is not driving correctly and they have the number, how am I driving?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. I've actually done that once or twice where
Yeah.
I've called. Yeah, I had one almost take me and my kids out in Manhattan.
Oh, no shit.
It was like one of those buses,
Oh,
small
yeah.
buses.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? I got the number. I saw it. It was like the kids were. I said, remember this. They jotted the number down. One remembered 3, the other one remembered the 4. I like, give me the phone. Calling them up.
funny.
Number had the bus number and everything.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this guy.
You're going down.
Yeah, right.
No, because dude,
calling
it was totally blatant, not even paying attention, speeding.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna die, clown.
It's crazy, man, when shit happens like that to you.
But again, nobody's paying attention.
And I
It's
tell
not my
people,
fault.
call that number. You
Yeah.
see that number on the back of that bus, whatever. But don't listen. Don't be that asshole.
Yeah, just because.
Or the Karen that's going
yeah.
to complain about every
Right, right, right.
you just move slowly into
Yeah,
the lane, or
yeah,
whatever
no,
it might
no.
be.
Talking about
Why are you
official
looking
shit.
at me? Right.
Yeah, like if you're driving,
why
the
am I
bus
in there?
driver
Yeah.
gave me a dirty look because
Why am I in
yeah,
there?
right. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, dumbass. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
feel
Can
you.
I
But-
speak to
but-
the manager, please?
But definitely report if you got those people.
Yeah, the bad drivers
And
stuff
whatever
like
it
that.
might
Just
be.
whatever it is. Yeah,
if you're in a
whether bad
department
driving or
store or some a restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. I and even at the restaurant, even if I understand you're going in and you're paying for a service.
Right.
I get that. But there's no reason because that person, whether it's the waiters and waitresses, the chefs, the bartender, the
Right.
host, the hostess, they're there doing a job. There's no reason for you to walk in there and just be fucking nasty. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like, and even with that still, courtesy. Everybody has been to a fast food restaurant. You're walking into whatever particular restaurant, fast food restaurant, you know what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Why is it taking you an hour?
Yeah.
to
Well,
decide
what about
what
those?
you want?
In defense of some people, I'm not saying that there are
Right,
people
go
who go
ahead.
to the extreme,
Uh-huh.
but I barely ever go in them. So if I'm there and I really don't know what's changed, what you
Okay.
can get, kind
Then
of
don't
thing.
stand on the line.
Right. No, I don't stand on the line. I
That's what I'm
usually
saying.
stand back and I look at the
Exactly.
thing and I figure it out.
There you go.
Yes.
See, you got the other people that
No,
stand
no,
on the line.
Right
like,
now, what do you got, man? Got anything good?
Yeah, exactly. Stupid
which
motherfucker.
way guy it's
You
go?
know what's the one that's really
My mama done told me.
Yeah, that.
when someone has like a cart full of groceries and they're like, I'm gonna go on self checkout.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
see, so now
I
at
love that one.
self-checkout now, though, at the self-checkout, they have the bigger ones, the bigger registers or spaces for you to be able to
Yeah.
do that. So that then
It's
the
like an
people that-
actual whole register though, when they do it now, right? They
Right,
can
yeah.
have
So that
those-
then now when the employees, they're like, oh, you have that, just, you go on this one, or, the ones with
Yeah,
less
yeah.
stuff come on these. So they actually have been kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
pretty
they
good
have
taking care.
yeah, but it depends on which store it is too. Though.
All right, so for me, I go to my grocery store.
Right.
And they have those where it's set up and that, and they have the
Yeah,
much
yeah.
closer.
Right.
Then that, well, you know, again, it's the courtesy thing, you know.
Right.
If I have a cart full of shit, you know, and I see you that come over, or you come over, and
yeah,
you
you
got
got like two things. Like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, go.
Or go to the express line with
Yeah,
like
go-
one or two over, and
Exactly.
they're like,
do that.
it's
Do
it.
it.
It's not that
I never
serious.
see people do that.
Yeah, listen. So
No,
again,
really?
courtesy.
I
There's
don't
not a
see
lot
it
of people. You know,
happen
it's
that
true
often
because
anymore.
there's not a lot of people working on registers really much. Like when you go to
Well.
a supermarket, or something, even Walmart for that matter, they got all those registers. They got barely anybody working on them.
No.
You know what I mean? They
Right.
they can't get anybody to
Walmart
work on them.
never, ever,
Ever.
ever, ever. I don't ever. And I used to work for them sons of bitches, and they never, ever had enough people working the register. Never.
Nope.
Never.
Yeah, they might have gotten better, but
never
everybody
see-
uses the checkout thing now.
Well,
You know,
because
it's
they're
that whole thing, and
because there's never anybody
Right.
at the register.
they just do it themselves.
Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck that, bro. Listen, I'm not saying I love Walmart. I will go to Walmart just because, whether it's people watching or to get anything that I need, they have all
Okay.
that shit there. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm not talking bad about the store like what it is. It's just the stupid shit that people do when they're in there, you know? And it's like, come on, get out the way, man.
Yeah, people
Like,
are just
ah,
like in their
You know
own
what's
little
so funny?
world.
You ever see the website peoplewalmart.com?
no.
Oh, dude,
That's brutal, man.
Oh, man, it's just like because you know,
You're
like
gonna see some crazy.
Oh, you know, like
You done it? You seen it?
yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know
People
what it
wear
is,
and
like-
everything. It's like what?
like anytime everybody goes to Walmart, I feel like, but like I feel like everybody goes to Walmart, bro. Like you see people in there, you're like, where the? There's always like strange people in Walmart. I don't know what it is.
Well, yeah. Well, see,
I'm like, I'm coming up with a conspiracy theory.
go ahead.
Here we go.
Yes.
It's the MIB conspiracy theory.
Okay, go ahead.
Men in
I'm
Black,
listening.
Right?
Go
Okay?
ahead.
All right. Because you know how like all these refugees live in the United States?
Right.
I have a feeling that there's aliens disguised as humans, but like they have like a special card, like the food stamp card, but only for aliens, but they have to go to Walmart though. And that's what happens. So you get all the weird
You
people
see?
dressed weird with their fucking doing a big
Right.
beehive hairdo, like because they're hiding their fucking alien head.
Alien head. Yo, the cone heads. Yeah. Okay, I'll go along with that one, Tom, because I like conspiracy theories.
They got a whole bunch of stuff on here with people dressed in weird
Yeah. Oh,
stuff.
you got up now? Show.
Yeah, Walmart
okay.
Fashion Show 2023.
Yeah, see, I love it.
52 Walmart shops who failed at fashion.
Yeah, see, I love
You know,
that
like
shit.
look at this dude. He's wearing. Oh my
Oh,
god.
nice, Lou. First time with
Yeah.
a phone?
Yeah, I think I just.
Holy
messed it up.
shit. Yeah,
You
so
know,
he's
it's
gonna
okay.
he's gonna have to start all over
But
again.
he was wearing a tube top.
Yeah.
Remember the ones when the girls wore when we were growing up in
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
no,
bro?
yeah, I know a two top, yeah. Yeah.
He was wearing. Oh man,
Well, listen, see, but he was either drunk or smoked out.
no, something was up.
He's messed up.
He was
bro.
on meth, yeah. Yeah, depending on where it was.
Fucking blue.
He-
What is
he
it?
just came
Blue,
with the kid.
blue. What is it called? From what was the name of the blue meth from Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, which TV show Breaking
I
Bad.
didn't know that.
They
shit.
named it Blue something.
Yeah, blue something about
Diamond
it.
or
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, what the?
Well,
hell?
yeah, listen, he's becoming one with his feminine side, bro. You
That's
can't be
nice. I
mad at him.
like it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Later for that.
Trench coat, grandpa. There we go with with no socks on, nothing
see?
on him.
You know what? But I think
Unbelievable.
that's like on a shit like on a
This guy's
dare,
wearing a
you
this
know?
guy's wearing a
he's wearing
bikini top.
yeah, listen, I swear,
Hello?
bro, that's the shit that's like
That's
on a
the-
bet.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't.
you think so?
maybe,
I think
maybe.
some people are just off the wall
Nah.
bats,
Yo,
and they
yeah,
figure,
no,
hey,
no,
you know
no.
what?
Yeah.
I can go to Walmart right now, and yeah, they're gonna have me online, but you know what?
Fuck
Nobody
it.
gives a fuck in
But
Walmart.
see,
I can do whatever I
the
want.
old man in a trench coat like that, yes.
With
That
the-
was
no
him
shoes,
off
bro.
his- right. That's him
No
off
shoes.
his rocker. But the dudes that are in there with like the bikini top and shit like that, that's on the dare.
I love you know
That's-
there's nothing under that fucking trench coat.
No,
Oh my
exactly.
God,
That
that's
dude
such a
has his
scary
wallet
thought.
in the trench
Exactly.
coat pockets.
Yeah,
and-
no,
and he's
no.
not even wearing shoes. Bro.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, it's on. He's
fucking
ready.
Naked.
He's
Wow.
ready.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. All right, next one.
Is he a flasher? Is he like?
Oh, you know what's
a
funny? I got a quick,
flasher?
not to change the subject, but when
So
I was
they-
a kid, remember Maple Lanes?
Yeah,
Brooklyn?
bowling alley.
My mother used to bowl on a league. And there was this guy who was coming in and flashing the women, and they were all bugging out.
What'd your mom do? She hit him with the
The
bowling
guy
ball?
came in, and did it, and my mother went,
Yo, stop
Just
and
started
pointed at it.
just laughed at him, bro. He ran out of there like
Yeah.
the bat out of hell,
Did he
bro.
ever come back?
That's
Never
crazy.
came back.
My mother
He never
was
came
nuts, man. My
Well, he
mother
never
was,
came back though.
Yo, no.
grower,
The women
not
like,
a
you're
shower."
crazy.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but
That is hilarious.
yeah. So the whole Walmart thing, that's nuts. And just how people, now we're checking our own food. And then they have to check your stuff out. You bought it, you put it in your own bags, and now you're leaving, and now you have to show them the receipt.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I checked my own bags. Nobody helped me to do this. Like, why should I be, like, how come you checking me,
Because people turn around and they'll scan something.
They don't check them things. They go,
one for you,
okay. Have a nice
for
day.
me. 1, 2 for you.
Yeah.
3 for
4,
me.
5, 6 for me.
And the cameras catch you now. The cameras pay
Dude, you
attention.
can't do nothing. Listen.
The cameras.
You
No.
can't-
I mean, the cameras will stop the register if it looks like that you scan something.
Oh, really?
with the wrong, because everything is by weight. So in the computer, everything is on a weight. So let's just say for shits and giggles, we're taking this mic and scan the mic, and I put it on it's a scale. The whole side of that is a scale.
Yeah.
Right.
So then if I put it on there and it just weighed differently because it wasn't in that particular box, now it looks like I stole something.
Yeah, because when
So they have the weight down in the computer.
The first time I went to it, I was like
makes
scanning
sense.
this stuff, and I was like, "Oh, my bags! I got my bags in the car. My bag it while I'm doing that. I took it up, and it's like, oh, item was removed from scale.
Right.
Please put item back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna
Okay.
and if anybody listening, watching, and all that other good stuff, if you take your bag, you have to put it on, or your bags, put them on the scale, like where you would pack your groceries.
Yeah, that's normal.
On the screen, it'll zero out the scale.
Okay.
So that this way, your bag is there, your bags are weight on there. So
Yeah,
as you're scanning, you can put your stuff straight into the bags
what's-
as
Right,
opposed
right.
to standing it
You
all
know,
up.
it's a weird shit that I went to.
Wait, I was different show. Weird shit that you've been doing.
No. Amazon Fresh. Have you guys ever been to one?
No.
Went to the Amazon Fresh. Is the weirdest shit.
That was the one that was opening by you, right?
Yeah. The one. Well, they never opened the one by me, but they opened the one in Paramus.
Okay.
And you scan your Amazon code, and a gate opens.
Right.
And you put everything in your fucking cart, and then when you leave, you scan it, and the gate opens, and 2 hours later, you get emailed the receipt. It knows exactly what you put in your. And there's no. It's not a special grocery cart. It's just they have like 1,000 cameras over everything, over all the items, of the aisles, and it's
And they know
all
exactly what you
video
already have in your
tracking.
cart.
It knows
Oh, wow.
what you're picking. It knows you picked this up.
That's
put it in your
crazy.
cart. And there was a couple items I was like,
That's
no, I
AI
don't want
stuff
this,
right
and
there.
I took it off the cart,
Right.
and it wasn't on the receipt. It knew that I
Ooh.
took it out of the cart. Like it just knows. Like
That's
you can't even fucking with that
crazy.
system. You can't even fucking steal. It's like, oh, let me try to see if I put it in my shirt and put it in the
Yeah.
Wow.
But now is it taken out right out of your account like that, like if you paid for cash? Or is it like
well, you have whatever your when you set this up, it's got to be your primary. You get billed out your primary
account or card or whatever
that you have on your Amazon.
So no, yeah, because I'm saying like when you do the movies, I don't know if when you rent the movie on Amazon,
They do have
if it's right
traditional
off the bat.
checkout though. You can,
I have
if you
Prime,
don't-
so
if
it
you-
just,
if you're not
Yeah.
if you're not an Amazon
Right,
member
yeah.
or whatever,
Right.
and so you don't have a code
Right.
or whatever, but you can still go through the regular way and have someone check you out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
but it's
that's
weird.
Wow.
It's really weird.
It is
It
weird.
just shows you where technology is taking us with
Yeah.
that, right? That's crazy.
That's freaking great.
Maybe,
But the only
maybe that'll
catch-
help with
the
the
only problem
rudeness.
You don't know how much you're spending. That's the problem.
Until you at the end when you get the receipt in your email or whatever,
And
right?
2 hours later,
Right.
Why am I
and if
overdrafting?
there's an error, you have to go back.
Go back.
Or I don't know
and
if you
then
have
do
to
that
go
whole
back,
shit.
but you got to go online, and it's a big
Right. You got to do
Right.
it. Right. Okay.
That's craziness. Well, it's kind of cool though. I like that. That's
Well, it's definitely making things more convenient.
yeah.
For sure.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe that'll help. But then people are going to they're going to get angry with machines then.
Right.
And they're going to start taking it out on the machines, and it's going to be a whole new thing.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be an uprising.
yeah. Head to the chopper.
Copy this.
That is funny. That is hilarious. All right, common courtesy. Another one.
Oh yeah. Oh God, there's so much.
No talking on the phone on speaker.
Oh, I hate that.
When someone's like in the middle of a store and like you can hear the entire
The whole conversation. Yeah. So he went to the store and he got, he saw this stuff and he met up with this crazy looking
Went out to
girl.
my
And next
store.
thing you know,
It's
he
like-
had to get a shot.
Or you get like an old guy's like, huh, honey, what do you want me to get? The parsley? I think this is cilantro.
Yeah,
You know, like
it looks the same to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, when they took a lot, or in the movies when people go on their phones and they tell you to put your phones away and everything.
But dude, so
and you
now,
see the glow in it and everybody. Come on, man, turn it off.
So now I think that they do a thing where you don't get
I always
good
shut mine
reception on your
off.
phone.
I shut it off.
You don't get good reception in the
Probably
theater. Or
not.
whatever,
That'd be a
can't-
smart way of doing it for sure.
I could have sworn a few times that we had gone to the flicks that we couldn't get certain reception. We couldn't get.
I don't remember.
We just couldn't get reception. But
I usually shut it off anyway because
me too.
I'm that person. I'm just that's again.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we
That's
were
old
taught
school
to,
courtesy.
Turn off your
school
phone,
courtesy.
don't smoke, the whole thing.
Don't smoke.
But you know what? Smoking in the movie theater was
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
But not
well, depending
anymore.
on what you were
I
smoking.
mean, if you were,
You did both back in the day. I mean,
Yeah.
there were a couple of theaters growing up you could do that in.
Dude, I'm surprised we don't
But-
have fucking more things.
You know why is
like
why
we're
is
so fucked up.
I know.
Why is vaping
We
not
did some
allowed
crazy
in
shit.
places?
Well, I don't know, and
I guess
don't
because
understand
they
that either.
can't look at it this
Oh,
way.
I know, because some people that have like the vape,
You can't say it's okay for one and the other in a
And
sense.
you could, but
Actually-
see,
But
Actually, you know what?
yes, you could. But technically, it's probably the right way to go about it. But I said, listen, there is no smoking period, and the discussion that means
Actually, you know what I
anything.
think? I think why though.
Go ahead.
I do have a theory now because, okay, I have I vape.
Right.
I was in my house and I was underneath the smoke alarm and I
Did it go
vaped
off?
and It's at the fucking smoke alarm.
There you
So
go.
I bet that it's
Yeah.
because these no smoking has been for fucking
Yeah.
30
Right, and now
years
people are in there
40
vaping, and
years.
it sets the alarms
And
off.
So their smoke alarms that are probably more sensitive.
Right.
Like, if this was back when
30 years ago.
Yeah.
like 80s 90s when you could still smoke.
Right.
Right.
They probably didn't have like
They didn't have
Yeah.
that shit in there. If
Well,
they did,
it
it
had
wasn't
smoke,
like that.
yeah.
Well,
They never went
true,
off.
They were set to.
But the vape smoke is thicker. Vape smoke is thicker than regular cigarette
is,
smoke
it
or
is.
cigar smoke. So I will say that.
Well, that's
so
why
that
it
makes
sets it off
sense.
so easy.
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
even with that, but
I
you see
was
that
like-
big cloud go in front of the projector,
Right.
and then it's like that whole.
And it's
blackout.
funny because I waved it out too. And
Yeah.
it's still fucking.
Yeah.
set it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. All right,
Yep.
that makes sense. Okay, I could do that. I could see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so it's just, and it helped. It just makes it easier to have the people go, oh, well, how come I get it? You can,
Yeah. Right,
no,
no.
none.
No,
Period.
I get
End
it. I
discussion.
understand that.
Because
Do it before you come in.
Don't
Yeah.
stink.
Just sit in your
Yeah.
car, right?
They smell
Exactly.
fruity.
Problem is-
Yeah,
that's the
they
problem
don't-
with
Take a couple
smoking is-
pits in your car and
it's
then
the
you go
smell.
in. That's all.
Well, not just
Well, I
regular.
mean,
Get your
maybe
munchies
some people
and then
just
you-
like to vape.
Yeah,
like
just the
regular
vape. Like I
Right.
used to
Not,
vape.
not the
Right, yeah, that too, of
Because when I
course.
used to vape, I vaped without the nicotine.
Oh,
It
you
was
just did
that-
like it was just
yeah,
the
just the
glycerin
flavors.
and
Right.
flavoring, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I never got into the whole vape.
Oh, dude, it was
just
it
vape
was-
juice.
Yeah,
That's
it
never
was
got
just
into
great.
juice.
It was cool by me because again, I was quitting cigarettes. You know what I mean? So
Well, that's a good thing,
Yeah.
But when I quit, the vaping came much later, and I was like, well, there's no point for me. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
to me, it
yeah,
was just smoking, so I wasn't gonna mess with a period. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
yeah,
Get it.
no, it was all good by me. Like I said, I was
Right.
doing it. A couple of friends were doing it, and we would buy each other flavors and stuff like that. There was a whole big thing on it for us when it first started. And I mean, I had the mod and the whole shit, and it was great. But
Right. So yeah, but it makes sense. To,
Yeah.
to block it out of certain things.
but that's another common courtesy thing. Don't smoke around people like
Right.
that. Go someplace else. Go stand over there in the corner.
How about? Go ahead.
No,
Finish
I'm
your
saying,
thought.
I'm just saying like some now, a lot of amusement parks and such, they have a space that you can go and smoke, and you could only smoke there. Like you could only go. So
That's ridiculous, too.
What? But you know what? If I'm not for nothing, if you're like at Disney and you got your kids and they're yelling, screaming, and but
Well, yeah, I get it. No, I get it. But you got to smoke in that designated area, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Only go over there because other people did. So out of 50 million people that go into Disney World, there's only 10,000 that smoke.
Right.
So then take your happy asses over there or keep your composure and go to the, for that whole day that you're going to be there without having a fucking bogey. That's just,
Right.
I'm just saying. But go ahead. What you want to say?
Trash
Which part of it?
all over. People just throwing their shit.
Yeah,
and
out the
throwing
windows
it,
and stuff.
And making everything look like crap
But
and just shitting
know,
on the earth.
It's gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot.
It's got a lot better.
Yeah, I'm really fucking saying that shit. It's a lot better than what it used to be when we were kids.
Nah, it's worse.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see a lot.
It's way worse. I get on the highway and I see it if I'm driving on the, because we're driving all the time, so during the weekend, I'm like, man, why?
Yeah, that's
Can't
funny.
you just put it somewhere? Like, I know a certain individual that, tried to do that with me when we were in the vehicle. And I was like, no, I'm
Right.
not having it.
Yeah.
You're not doing that with
But
me.
wait a minute, tell me,
in the
bro.
vehicle.
You're also the guy that gets out with the shovel out of the back.
I know,
pick
and
up,
remove dead carcasses
yeah.
of animals and move them
Have
to
you
the
done
side
that
of the
with you?
road.
No, I haven't.
Bro, this I'm telling you, I'm like, what are you doing? He like gets out the truck, goes over,
Pick 'em
gets a
up,
shovel,
move 'em.
and throws it and throw.
I just felt like there's no reason for it to be run
What's
over
if
100
it's like
freaking
a-
times.
what's
It's
if
already
like
dead.
right, but somebody
a
has
big
that's
buck,
somebody's
What do you
job.
do if it's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah, but nobody's picking it up in
well,
time.
that's
It's
the
already
only
part
thing
of the
that-
pavement by the time they get there.
Well, yeah, but you know.
So what's the point?
but
If you're gonna do your job, go pick it up.
right? But if there's somewhere else picking up other roadkill on some other roads,
Still,
I mean,
anyway,
there's like 5 guys doing this shit.
Yeah.
There's not
whatever.
enough guys in the. There's not enough people.
Right.
That's not So yeah, I still.
Anyway,
laugh
the
at you doing it,
trash,
though.
the trash is ridiculous, man. Just to see and just people how blatant they are, and just like they don't care, just throwing it. I'm like, why?
Right.
I don't understand.
You know,
that.
Yeah.
what's the point?
Just
What
don't
does you like living
make
in
any
crap?
sense.
You know, like walking around and seeing that like that. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
You know-
No, it was bad when we were growing up too, but
You know what it is?
it's way worse than it was when we were
get it.
growing up, especially with all the plastic
Oh yeah.
and all the crap now, which is even harder to break down.
Why don't they just build like miniature garbage pails that like build them into cars? Why hasn't any car company done that?
What do you mean? In what way?
Like have like a little built-in into the console or somewhere, like a built-in
and-
garbage.
And it'd have a bag in it and everything.
Yeah. Why not? Why? I mean, we bought
If
one.
anybody's paying attention.
We
Yeah.
bought one for our cars, 'cause,
Right.
You know, we got the kid and
Right.
You know, and
Well, we
so-
always kept the bag in the car when I was driving.
And
Yeah.
what we do is just it clips onto the console. The clip goes in the console when you.
Oh,
Close
very
it down,
cool.
So it hangs in the back there, in the right in the middle.
Right, so you can just
on-
throw it
sits
out.
on the floor, and there's a little like hole for like kind of like a can.
Very
thing,
cool.
And you put a little garbage bin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why are you throwing it out the window
Yeah.
for? Just because it's not at your house or
Right, yeah, yeah.
You're being disrespectful. Not
Yeah,
only
I
to
am.
everybody who lives there, but to the planet as
Right,
well. man.
right. I get it. I
You
get
know,
it.
it's just ridiculous. I
Yeah.
just like what? What's the point? you
Yeah,
know?
I've seen a lot of those. That is
You know what's
annoying.
the crazy part though is like we see that, right? And like I think it's me getting close to the we see that and then you look at like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and you're like, holy
Crap.
Yeah.
All that plastic, you
See,
mean?
yeah, that plastic. Now I'm
bigger
surprised
than
that they
some
haven't gone in there to try to get
states.
at it.
The garbage
They
patch
are.
is
They
big.
clean it up as much. They clean. From what I understand, there are groups and people that
But you
try
know
to
what?
clean up as much
You
stuff,
know,
but it just
I know we
freaking-
discussed it when Suzanne was in the episode, but you know what the biggest polluter to the ocean is? Fishing industry.
right.
They cut-
All the
they cut
nets and everything.
Right.
Just cut them
yeah.
and just whoop,
Yeah.
and leave them in the ocean. It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, why? And that should not be allowed. There should be a rule or something that they shouldn't be allowed.
Right,
That
but
should
how
be
you gonna
pass through
find that?
Congress and freaking take care of
Right,
that?
but then how you gonna go? Who's gonna patrol
International
that?
waters. Who's
Yeah,
who's
exactly.
governing it?
International.
Well,
waters.
whatever.
That-
I'm saying
we
who,
won't do that.
well, I'm just saying whoever is obviously in what waters that they're at. Obviously, I'm thinking because we live in the United States, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking that way.
right,
But
right.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
No, it's not that. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. That happened
Not me.
before. Sorry, getting a little feedback. We apologize.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Technical difficulties.
Just what's the point of that?
Yeah.
You know, just it's got to, if the countries take, but you know, everybody's got, I guess, their hand in pocket or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
So it must be hard to pass those laws, or to even, to be fair, probably to be able to patrol the waters enough to be able to
Right.
stop
That's
them
what
from
it is.
doing that.
Yeah, you can't because you can't prove who belongs to whatever fishing net.
yeah.
Right, unless of course you come up on them and you know, and then
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
there's got to be a way for them to do it. But yeah, but you know, just the fact that they're doing that is just sad too, you know. And then of course, what's bad about the nets too is this: not only are they polluting, but they're also killing animals because they get caught in them,
Right.
and then they can't get out.
Well, think of all the ones that are at the
And-
bottom of the ocean floor crawling around that just got netted. And
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
And can't
They're
get
stuck
out.
in the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's horrible. You know, it's just not. You know, it's just a disregard for life, regardless of what kind of life it is. It
Well,
doesn't matter.
listen. You know, we could sit here and think about all the stuff
it's-
that we
but-
would do different. You know, I just hope that our kids or our grandkids will.
What did Neil deGrasse say? He said,
Yeah.
he said about how we want to go to another planet to make it look or be like Earth.
Right.
And when he says, well, we could just stay here and work on this planet,
Right.
Oh, I
and
know,
make
I
it
know,
like
I know,
her.
I know,
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means, well, you're going to go to another planet and shit on that one too. And by the time you get over there, you're going to make that one better.
We're gonna take a
Yeah.
shit on
the
that.
destroy
Oh,
us.
definitely.
We're
bro.
gonna
It's
pollute it
be-
more than
yeah.
we pollute
Right.
this
Yeah,
planet.
we're gonna keep planet hopping.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bro.
So they're
Yeah,
doing
it's
Star
insane.
Wars. We're gonna have a planet we just mine from.
Neil
Right,
deGrasse
exactly.
Tyson.
Neil,
deGrasse Tyson.
yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah,
I want to make sure I get his name correctly, but it's like do it here.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a used car.
Yeah,
I'm done with this one. We're gonna go to the next planet.
Yeah, ran this shit to the ground. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's been
anyway, but so I think there's a lot of stuff that people need to work on.
Yeah, work on yourself.
Pay attention.
But, this goes back to
It's
our
not all
other
about
conversations and our other stuff.
Right.
It's show love one another. Peace to everybody.
I don't even care if it's love, bro. Just be
love
polite.
is just a way to say,
I
just
get it.
be
I know
nice
what
to
you're
everybody.
saying. But
I'm saying that, you're saying like that, that means somebody else is going to hear it differently too. And it's like,
that's true.
Be nice to one another. I don't care. As long as, like I said, don't do anything to hurt other people.
Right. That person had nothing to do with your bad day.
Yeah, exactly. And none of it,
Right.
Smile to somebody because, when you're opening a door.
I always do.
You smile, like, hey, how you doing? Good morning, whatever, hold the door.
Be kind
because
to every kind.
It'll be that one thing that just starts the ball rolling for that person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It could have just been, like you said, you never know if anybody's having a bad day.
Right.
You never know what they're going through at home. So always do what you can just to be nice to somebody.
Right.
Because it could be that one thing that you did that, as funny as it sounds, I don't want to say funny, but that just saves a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never.
You know what I mean?
Well, sure.
And in not being rude and not making a joke, but it's just, that one person that now they can move forward in their day, that they're going to have a good day.
Pay it forward almost.
Right, exactly. Like pay it forward. Exactly.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But so
Don't be a dick.
there you go.
Yeah,
don't be a
a
sugar.
bad jerk off
Yeah,
for your life.
Bada bing, bada fucking boom.
Oh, how you doing?
There you go. So with that being said,
Forget about it.
that is our show for today. So thank you guys for being here
Thank you.
again. Appreciate to all of our followers, our fans,
Yeah,
and everything else in
hopefully
between.
this live went
Yes,
well. for
hopefully.
all
We'll find
you.
out.
We're gonna start doing our stuff with the video and getting all that shit rolling.
messing around
So
with it. Yeah.
So with that, thank everybody. Love you guys. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And go vegan.
Hello. Oh, we can't even hear our music. Oh no.